Dyslexic horse guy from 𝘀𝘁𝗵𝗵. Right, talking about dyslexic and trying to get the world to see dyslexic thinking. Dyslexic thinking is thinking outside of the box. Okay, I worked in British equine industry for over a decade, 25,000 hours, and I kept seeing the same patterns over and over and over and over again. And it was all, a lot of it was all to do with tradition. So I started going against the grain and doing things a little bit different. And one of the first things I started to learn was horses, fear-based animal, loaded with adrenaline. If adrenaline turns up, cortisol turns up. So, knowing what I know about myself, suffering with high anxiety all my life, and then getting PTSD and bipolar from a serious car accident, I was told by the doctor, you need to move your feet. You need to get up, move your feet, exercise, walk, and it make you feel better. And I was like, why is this then? How does that work? So he tells me, by moving your feet, you start to release serotonin into your body. Right? Once you've released the serotonin into the body and you've done what you've done, exercise, walked, run, whatever, you will start to release a thing called dopamine, the feel-good hormone, the happy hormone. And I was like, right, okay. And he was like, because the problem we have, you have seriously high cortisol levels and low serotonin levels. So what he did, he prescribed me a prescription to go to the gym. And I became a proper gym rat, proper gym junkie. I got rid of all my other addictions and basically lived, breathed and ate training. And I started to understand this cortisol, serotonin, dopamine. That's the way I put it, to lame it out to myself. There's probably a lot more science to it, but when I go and train, the best days I had of training was the days that I felt horrible. I felt anxious, I felt depressed. They were the best days. And then I start training and I get onto this serotonin and it'd feel amazing and all that because I got fairly fit. And then when I'm done and I've got nothing left and I failed at it, because failure is success, the dopamine had come along. And I started to relate that same traffic-like method, I'm going to call it, to horses. Because I'm dyslexic, I see it different. And I'm trying to get, especially the British equine industry, to see it the way I'm seeing it. Something needs to change. Horses need to be taught foundations, and we need to start with the sympathetic nervous system. That's how horses learn.